Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another YB Speaks. Please, if you haven't done so by now, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And if you'd like to go a step further, hit that notification bell. That way you'll be informed each and every time I'm uploading something new. Now, I know it's been a while since I've dropped one of these on the channel. And for those of you that are, just getting used to these, YB Speaks is just a very brief segment where I take different topics or discussion pieces and I just render a very brief, commentary on it. This one is a little bit different. I'm going to share a clip with you all and, just really pay attention to what this young man is saying. After the video, I will give brief commentary and my thoughts, and then I will ask you guys to please engage in the comment section, okay?
Life after death. Now, we are multidimensional beings. This is not our only life and this won't be our last life. And I don't care what you believe in, reincarnation is 100% real. Y'all really think these babies that be dying at like 1 and 2 years old have no chance to experience life at all? After you die, you're not physical, you're only emotions, you're only vibrations. So when you die, you'll go to where your vibration maintained the most. In this world, this third dimension is hell. This is where low vibrations exist, such as fear, depression, anxiety, all low vibrations. So if you live in your life maintaining mostly those vibrations, after you die, you will keep coming back here until you can fix that. And it's not right after you die. When you die, you go to the astral plane. The astral plane is where all spirits dwell. These bodies are like a shell. They hold us back from feeling our full vibration. So we just get to experience those vibrations. But after you lose this vessel and you become a soul, you will feel those vibrations times 100. So if you was always depressed, angry, mad, once you die, you will feel that times 100. So now you're dwelling in the astral plane until you can reincarnate. And time don't exist in the astral plane, so it could be 100 to 1,000,000 years. Say you lived your life happily. Once you die, you'll go to the astral plane with happy vibrations. In the 5th dimension, heaven, is where all high vibrations exist. So you can either choose to ascend, you can stay in the astral plane to become a spirit guide, an angel, or you can reincarnate in the physical realm to help people come to the 5th dimension. And before we came here, we knew all this knowledge. Our soul knows everything. Our soul knows about this life, the past life, everything. Your soul knew how your whole life was about to go before you came here. Say you live in your life always angry, always sad, or whatever. Then your purpose was to come here and learn how to make happiness out of every situation. Only you know your purpose, and you have to find your purpose to ascend. Your purpose is nothing material. It's not being a rapper or doing anything like that. It's about working on yourself and elevating as a soul. Earth is like school. Our soul incarnates to earth to elevate. But the problem is, when you came here, you forgot all that knowledge. When you come in this body, your memory is wiped. But you're still connected through your pineal gland. That's how you get this information back. And why do you think the elites is putting fluoride in our water and trying to poison our pineal gland so we don't open it? And the main thing they do to get us reincarnated is to get us attached to this material world. We're so attached to this world that we forget that we are a soul inside the body. We identify with this body. It's like you going in a house and saying, I'm a house. Because you're forgetting that you're the person that's inside the house. Same thing with our soul in this body. People too attached to money, clothes, whatever. All that stuff is material stuff. And people live for that material stuff. So if you're that person, once you die, you will get reincarnated back to the material world. If you're worshiping a God outside of yourself, waiting on the return of the Messiah, you'll get reincarnated because you haven't found out that you're a God. You haven't woke up, you haven't raised your vibration. And the elites know all this stuff. That's why they're doing everything in their power to keep us enslaved. And it's like y'all don't want to wake up because y'all looking at us like we the bad ones. And we just trying to wake y'all up. Follow for more.
All right, now that is a very interesting topic of discussion. And I would like to first applaud this young man for having such a higher level of consciousness. He definitely seems extremely high vibrating. Love his perspective, and I just loved everything about his commentary. Now it's time to give my commentary. For those that have been following me for some time, you all may remember that I often speak of my many belief systems, especially as it pertains to the afterlife. And one of those systems is reincarnation. I do believe that until we get it right, until we get it right, because especially nowadays how people are leaving this earth in so much pain and heartache and hell kind of vibes, that can't be it. It's not enough to go on for you to await the invitation to heaven or be blasted to hell. Which it's my belief that earth is the real hell. I believe that earth is the testing ground for, the journey of life, the meaning of life. What better obstacle course than this raggedy, filthy, disgusting, twisted, wicked, ratchet ass motherfucking world? What better way to test your soul and your spirit? You know what I mean? To get through this life with some semblance of happiness, joy, higher consciousness, higher vibrations. Girl, not only do you gotta have thick skin, you gotta have a pure fucking heart. I consider myself to be a pure bitch, but I don't think I have a 100% pure heart. I don't think anybody does. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with anybody who doesn't. Hopefully you have somewhat of a heart and you're not just some raggedy, evil, twisted whore. You know what I mean? Like the servants of the devil, bitch. You know what I mean? But I believe that earth is that. And until you get something right, I look at it like points. In order to get into heaven, you have to have so many points that meet the criteria for high vibrating status. So you're going to keep reliving certain events. You're going to keep going through different bodies, different experiences until you finally get it fucking right. Because God is not just going to accept any old motherfucker into his kingdom. That's what I truly believe. When we look at the rapture in the book of Revelations, why is it that all of the just, all of the righteous get swooned to heaven, and the evil, twisted fuckers, they remain to face their final days, their judgments? They claim the earth is wiped clean, and then once it's ready for God's people to return, then he'll return us. You know what I mean? Like, it just seems like a lot of things point to the fact that earth is like the real hell. You know what I mean? And he wasn't wrong about the elitist mind frame. I remember when I was in high school, I was doing a research project, and I came across something that had nothing to do with my current research, and it was talking about the investigation into fluoride. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but fluoride is in a lot of things that we as human beings consume on this earth. And there was a conversation about how if they can dumb down certain receptors in the brain, we're easily controlled, easily manipulated. The Pangea gland, I think that's what it was called, the boy was talking about. If we were able to open that up, we would have a greater, much higher level of consciousness. So it goes back to the rich always trying to have their foot on the poor. They constantly are showing us this life that we'll more than likely never have. Very few of us will ever be able to experience opulence and wealth. So they dangle carrots in front of us, wanting and wanting more. More of what, though? The materials of it all, right? That's what earth is really about. That's what this world is really about. That's what the times since the beginning has always been. That social conditioning that's been embedded in the human experience. It's that group thinking kind of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep everyone docile and thinking the same and believing in the same things. They even go as far as to use brute force, violence, and deadly means to control subgroups of humans. Look at the crusade, girl. If you weren't Christian, if you weren't representing this side of Israel or this side of the spiritual walk, girl, your ass was gonna get killed. In the pagan times, girl, you were accused of being a witch, girl, you'll be burned at the stake. So I have no choice but to believe everything this young man is saying. Even in my own experiences, when I was younger, I read this book. It's nonfiction. It's by Dr. Brian L. Weiss. It's titled Many Lives and Many Masters. And he was a psychiatrist down here in Florida who had a client, patient, client, whatever. Well, they both mean the same thing. Well, especially in the medical field. But anyway, he sat with her, and under hypnosis, she recalled living multiple lives. And he documented and recorded these things. And a lot of them he did research on and looked up some of the past lives that she lived, and those people actually existed. Yes, people, this is a real book. Get into it. Try to find it. It's probably at your local library. What do you guys think? Drop down in the comments. Engage. I would love to hear your thoughts. All right? Be blessed and never stressed. And remember that health is wealth.